There he is.
You've been taken by the wind. You have no closer side. Doors that would not let you in. Outcast and a stranger. You have come by grace. You have come.
You know, I mean, I think
Waiting bird. So we are on our way further south, destination Key, which is a happy thing. The weather forecast, however, is not a happy thing.
no.
2 solid days of gale force winds and rain and storms. Gotta show Deb Lake Okeechobee.
She can rise from the ashes. What's different about
Hey, we made it.
We're paddling across Buttonwood Bay.
Something's moving under there. I think we'll kind of tuck up against the mangroves and anchor out and see what comes to say hi, if anything. Yeah, that's a manatee.
He's coming up. I think he's a big boy. I hope he doesn't flip us. I think
It's right down in there.
right there, yeah. And there's right where we're headed. It looks like.
There he is.
Holy cow!
Oh, I think I got that on video. We were too quiet. I guess was the mistake. He's getting concerned. Oh, look at the more of those guys.
Let's get closer to him.
Okay. Put the boat back on. Heading over to a launch on the Atlantic side. A little bit of a dicey situation here, but looks like some fun stuff to explore.
So we are on the Atlantic side of Largo, and we haven't really been out here in the kayak before. I'm looking for the oh, there they are, down in the water there. Yeah, those are parrotfish.
It's almost too calm, which could mean some bad stuff's coming in. But let's go ahead and have an icebreaker sail anyway. Just saw 4 dolphins. There we go, coming my way. Watch out. Surprised the dolphins come and swim with me. Yeah, buddy. Hanging around with me on the new tack. Hey, buddy. It's a little lively, but supposed to calm down. It has a prospect of a really great long sail. We'll see. How do you say thank you for something like this? Alright, crossing the channel here. Keep an eye out though. Alright, we're at the southern end of Buttonwood Bay. There's shallow water all along here. And eventually you keep going that way, you get into the Everglades. Fun, leftover swells are as if we're on a broad reach. Makes for a little more speed. There's a shallow line tracking those little mangrove islands. Seeing bottom there. Alright, that's what I remember. That's shallow stuff. Brown water. That means no go for the dagger board, even in this little boat. Let's see. Let's just sneak along it here. Yeah, I think that's like 6 inches. Yeah, we're up to. Should be touching about now. It's close enough. The breeze is maybe kicking back up a notch again. Alright, I'm going to start working my way in, sadly. And I think we're headed right to Kona. Deb says she might bring the other camera out and see if we can get some footage of this thing making a little speed under sail, which I never get from outside the boat. So we'll see. There's Deb. What a magnificent sail.
Hi, Kona.
We'll be back here again.
We loved being here. We'll be back, God willing.
Yep. Bridge. In Key West. Here.
Yeah. She thinks I've got more cheese. I might go get her some.
Filling in the bees.
Yeah, I have 3 so far. I finished the hive. I think that's a
They're pretty damn good.
pretty respectable representation.
What a gorgeous place. Lower Keys are fascinating. There's just tons and tons of water surrounded by mangroves. But over multiple visits, it's difficult to find, even for my tiny little sailboat, an area that is not all the way out on the ocean, which can be quite a distance away through narrow channels and shallow. That gives me sufficient daggerboard depth, about 2 feet to sail. So there's really only a few areas I've found within reasonable closeness to Key West, and one of those is Blimp Road. Going there now. Guiding business for how many years out here?
Been fishing down here over 20, but guiding about 11.
And you're the one who turned me on to the Blimp Road location. Thank you. So
Absolutely.
you would think a little boat like that, there should be acres and acres of water you could use around the Lower Keys, but if you need a daggerboard,
Yep.
and it's not just sand down there, it's rock.
There's
so
lots of shallow water out here with finger channels running through it.
Yes.
So that's why I say look kind. You gotta watch where you're going.
Yep. Well, listen, you have a great time out there with your client. Where do you go?
You went over that way.
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to
See
see
you.
you.
Good to see you again.
All right, Doug. Good
Take
luck.
care. I'm prepared to reef, but I'm going to try to put the full sail up for starters, I think. I don't know. I'm a little overpowered. I guess I'm going to try some beam reaches, not get too far downwind, see if it's workable. This is low tide. A little speed up. Puffy, so you can't really ride it with a luff and keep your speed up. Dump it like that. No sooner get dialed in, you gotta start watching the bottom for the next tack. I've come to love this spot out here. It's just wild. Very few people out. And in spite of the somewhat nerve-wracking task of seeing the rocky bottom sliding by just underneath your daggerboard tip, it is delightful. Blimp's not up today, but I have seen it up when I was here last time they had it up. Now the duration of this sail is going to be blisters. Just a little too much to use the cleat and a constant adjustment of the sheet. I don't have the right calluses, so working my way back up. Magnificent, probably goodbye sail here. There's Randy and his client just loading up. Thanks again for the tip on Blimp Road years ago. See you next time. As I was de-rigging here, I realized I had kept the rudder in the up position the whole of the sail. And one of the things I noticed was quite a bit more weather helm, which would be expected. The other thing I noticed was I was getting caught in irons a couple of times and had to be quite a bit more effective in the turn through the tack. And that's to be expected because the rudder effectiveness is so much less when it's in that up position. And you'll see the tip of the rudder there as I go to raise it, and I realize, oh, it's already up. I think I did that whole sail with the rudder up. Thought I noticed a heavier helm. I did love this spot. We were able to coordinate a trip that our 3 children had organized with themselves and our 6 grandchildren, and Cape Coral drove north, met up with them all over Easter, and got in some paddling and sailing off of Captiva Island and other spots as the last phase of the trip. My son Michael helping me carry the kayak over the beach. This is yet another launch option. 2 little handles that clip onto the hard points at the bow and the stern. And with 2 people, you can get this thing launched almost anywhere. Okay. And get you turned into the breakers. All right, there you go. Dolphins appearing right there. Yep. Good job, Bethy.
That was sweet. Did you see how close they were?
How close did they get? I saw them near you.
Like 15 feet, I think.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Like right off the bow. Ada, we saw dolphins.
You guys got to see dolphins
That was
and
so-
pelicans out there. That's
so
amazing.
cool.
Okay. Let's see what happens. It's kind of 10 to 15, not violently changeable. Out on the Gulf off of Captiva Island. I'm out here a ways. I put the life jacket on, and I think what I ought to do is make sure this return tack is workable and I'm properly oriented. So. What an amazing trip. It was a real treat to be out on the open Gulf of Mexico, and I think it's the first time on the ocean that I've kind of launched over beach using those handles and got out in a little bit of open ocean waves.
have drunk a bitter